राजकारणात नकारात्मकता वाढल्या. बायलां सदीन व्यवहारी वृत्तीन वागतात. ते खातीर राजकारणात सकारात्मकता हाडपा खातीर चडक चड बायलांनी राजकारणात येवपाक जाय. बायलांचे सबलीकरण करपा खातीर काँग्रेसीन आपल्या जाहीरनाम्यान महत्व दिला अशें तिणें सांगलां. जाल्यार गोंयांत बायलांचेर जावपी अत्याचार वाड जाल्ल्याचें चित्र वायट आसा अशें तिणें सांगलां.
We hear them talking about building a casino capital here. There's nothing they're doing for the service industry. They talk about safety for women. And I have a fact here, a figure of 24% rise in crime against women in Goa. There is apparently a minister who in one of these cases blamed the girl for the violence that happened against her. And this is typical of a mindset that is unaccepting of actually what the truth is, and unaccepting of the fact that women are equals. You know that I have been working very hard to bring women into the political process. And in Uttar Pradesh, we've said that 40% of the women will fight the elections. The reason I am doing this, you're nodding, come to Uttar Pradesh. I'll have come here and work after that here, work hard on convincing these men here. So why am I doing that? I'm actually doing it for 2 or 3 different reasons. The first and foremost is that as women and 50% of the population, it is our right to have 50% of the representation. And it's not something anybody is doing us as a favor. It is our right. And we want to fight for our right. But more than that, I feel that politics today has become filled with hatred. It's become filled with anger. You know, you hear speeches, 90% of the speech is negative. Maybe about the other party, but 90% is negative. And there is no positivity in it. I firmly believe that us women, being the practical people that we are and having to always handle so much, actually can bring that positivity, that compassion into politics as well. So it's my belief that all of us women should be helped also to stand up on our feet. And to that, I would like to say that the Congress party in Goa has come out with a manifesto. And in the manifesto, there are a lot of nice things for women, which I would like to tell you about.
ह्या विधानसभा वेंचणुकेंत फकत भाजप सरकाराक निवडून हाडचे अशें आवाहन रवी नायकान केलां. ह्या खेपे भाजप सरकाराक जर निवडून हाडिना जाल्यार भारताचेर म्हारगाय घुरी घालतली. देखून ह्या फावटी लोकांनी फकत कमळाकूच निवडून हाडचे अशें आवाहन गोंयचो आदलो मुखेलमंत्री आनी सध्या फोंडेचो उमेदवार रवी नायकान केलां.
भारतीय जनता पक्ष जाय आणि भारतीय जनता पक्ष जाल्यार हांगसर जातले जाल्यार हांगसर म्हारगाय वाडटली. म्हणून हे आमकां लोकांनी सामके विचार करचे, सगळे तरेन लोकांनी विचार करचे की बाबा हे जाल्यार आमकां कितें जातलें आनी ते जाल्यार कितें जातलें. आयज आमकां केंद्रा कडल्यान सगळे तरेचे येता, एअरपोर्ट येता पेडण्यां, हे सगळे तरेचे हे पयशे आमचे कडेन ना येतले. म्हणजे आमी विचार करपाक जाय हे पयशे आमकां खंयच्यान मेळटले. सगळेच आमचे गोंयांत रावता कोणी रावूं ते आमचे भाव भयणी अशें म्हणून आमी वागपाक जाय. आनी एकय हेणें दिलां आनी एक हेणें ह्या आमच्या इलेक्शन 14 तारखेर मत जें आसा हें कमळाचें मारचें आनी भारतीय जनता पक्षाक कमीत कमी 27 सीट दिवचे.
मत दिवप गरजेचें कित्याक ह्या विशीं जागृताय करपा खातीर गोंयची तरणाटी उगम जांबावलीकर आनी वेदिका वाळके हांणी एक सुंदर शॉर्ट फिल्म तयार केल्या. तर पळोवया ही शॉर्ट फिल्म. तर आमची आयची बुलेटिन हांगासरूच काबार जाता। हांव अलिशा मिनेझेस तुमचे कडल्यान निरोप घेता, पूण तुमी आनीकूय अश्यो बातम्यो मेळोवपा खातीर पळयत रावा गोमंतक टीव्ही।
गोमंतक कोंकणी टीव्ही चॅनल हाचो आमी फायदो काडूंक जाय, कित्याक जायत्यो घडण्यो जायत्यो खबरो जायते आमकां पळोवंक मेळटले। देखून तुमचो आदार जाय, तुमचो थोडो टायम पिड्यार करून ह्या चॅनलाक तुमी पळोवंक सगल्यांनी आशा पुरी करूंक जाय, कित्याक म्हाका विश्वास आसा हे नवे चॅनल गोमंतक टीव्ही चॅनल तुमकां सगल्यांक बऱ्यो बऱ्यो खबरो आयकून धादोशी करतले म्हणून इतलें सांगून हांव हे टीव्ही चॅनलाक गोमंतक ताणें आयज म्हाका बरे भाशेन हांगासर येवन बरो येवकार दिलो आनी ताचे हांव उपकार आठयतां। हे चॅनल फुडें फुडें वचोन आमची कोंकणी भास उंचल्या पांवड्यार दवरूंक।
वा, गोंयची संस्कृती आनी अस्मिताय राखपा खातीर काँग्रेस पक्षान सकारात्मक पावलां उबारल्यात।
आमच्या सैमांक त्रास जातलो अशें काम काँग्रेसान केन्नाच केलें ना।
पर्यावरण विरोधी ट्रिलिनियर प्रकल्प रद्द करतले।
इतलेंच न्हय तर गोंयाक
कोल हब जावपा पासून वाचयतले।
गोंयच्यो न्हंयो आनी दर्यादेगो सुरक्षीत उरच्यो म्हण काँग्रेसीन फुडाकार घेतला।
हांगाचो दर एक तरणाटो गोंयच्या पर्यावरणाची राखण करपी काँग्रेसीकूच मत दितलो।
गोंयची अस्मिताय सैम आनी दायज सांबाळपी सरकार म्हळ्यार
आमचें काँग्रेस सरकार।
घातक्यांक पातक्यांक आणि मतां फोडव्यांक आता घरात हाडुया। जैतिवंत पक्षाबरोबर रावुया आणि काँग्रेसीचें सरकार घडोवया।
कितें रे गोपाळ काल खंय रे तूं गरोवपाक सोदतालो रे तुका हांव बेबे चोवपाक गेलो रे। पावस सोंपलो आनी बेबे खंयचे पावस सोंपलो म्हणून कितें जालें गोंयान आतां जायती तोयी जाल्यात आनी न्हंय तोय सुद्दां गोंयान आयल्यात। हा तोयी 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 सॉरी तोयी ती बरे बेबे आसा तोय ते तोयेन रावतात आनी ते बेबे ह्या पार्टीचे त्या पार्टीन त्या पार्टीच्यान ह्या पार्टीन उड्यो मारतात। तुका मरे बेबे चोवपाक मेळटा मरे हांव बेबे चोवपाक गेलो जाल्यार आख्खो घुस पता। अरे बोनेरा हे बेबे मरे पयशे सुद्दां घेता खंय उड्यो मारपाक। कितें सांगता तें सांगता आतां म्हाका हें सांग हे बेबे हांव खंय चोव बोनेरा ते सांगलें मरे तुका हांवें गोमंतक टीव्ही येवपा तेजेर सगळे बेबे दिसतले खंयच्या पार्टीचे खंयच्या पार्टीन उड्यो मारता ते। आतां काम करता सोत्री घालेली आसा केबल घालता गोमंतक टीव्ही पळयता तूं चोय हांव न्हिदता।
गोमंतक कोंकणी चॅनल चालू करता ही खूब खोशयेची गजाल। आमकां आज सगळे गोंयकारांक एक कोंकणी चॅनलाची गरज आशिल्ली, ती गरज आज गोमंतक भागयता हाजी म्हाका खूब खोस जाता। ह्या चॅनलाक हांव चडांत चड परबीं दितां आनी ताजी वाटचाल बरी अशें हांव म्हणटा।
Namaskar and welcome to the new episode of Rananiti once again on Gomantak TV. Today we have with us a political heavyweight from Maharashtra, the former Chief Minister and currently the Public Work Minister in the Maharashtra Cabinet, Ashok Rawji Chauhan. Please welcome Ashokji Chauhan.
Namaskar.
Ashokji, you have been going around for the propaganda of Congress party in Goa. What is the picture that you get from the public?
Well, I have come here for the last, this is my second day in Goa. And if you ask me very frankly, I would say the Congress definitely has an edge over BJP and the other smaller parties. And we are going to form the government, is my gut feeling, because the tremendous response which our leader Priyanka Ji Gandhi Vadra, she got, Rahul Ji had, the Congress entire leadership which is working here for the Congress to win in this Goa. I think we are doing extremely well. And people are confident, people want a good government, a stable government, a government that works for the people. So it is something which is keeping the word, a commitment to the progress of Goa, which I feel really matters. And I think we definitely have an edge, and Congress should form the government, is my gut feeling.
There has been an apprehension among people because last time you had number, you had a majority, yet you could not form the government. This time you have made an alliance.
Yes.
In case, if there is no proper number and if it's all about number game, are you sure that your MLAs would not quit the party this time?
See, this is a hypothetical statement which you are saying at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think we will require any help from any other except our ally. We wouldn't require the support of any other parties, because today what I see as overall overview of the entire scenario is that the Congress is emerging much stronger day by day. Every day there is an improvement, every day the surveys which are coming, every day the feedback which we are getting. I think, and moreover, as you said, last time the situation was different. Ever since the BJP has come to power in this country, the politics of breaking, the politics of handling parties in such a way that people break away from them by luring them with all sorts of mechanisms which the BJP has adopted is rather shameful in a democratic country like India. And this is what we've experienced in Goa, which is what we experienced in Karnataka, and a lot of other states where attempt has been made to destabilize a democratically elected government by the central government in Delhi, which is using all sort of tactics to win away the MLAs who have been duly elected. This was a new experience for us last time, but you will agree that we have not taken a single person who has defected from the Congress party and joined elsewhere. We have a sound team this time, and definitely there is a legal undertaking which has been taken from them. They have sworn in saying that we will abide by the parties, the mandate of the people of Goa. And lastly, the most important thing is that people are angry. People of Goa are saying we have given them mandate in favor of Congress, and people leaving a party and being lured by the BJP in such a way, this is against the mandate given by the people of Goa, and that's why there is a lot of anger amongst the people of saying that our mandate should be respected, and that's what people in Goa want, that whatever mandate they give should be respected.
Yeah. In Maharashtra, you have experimented with three parties, alliance of three parties, and currently the government seems to be very stable there. Why Congress never took any initiative of having a similar experiment in Goa?
You see, situations differ from state to state. What is true in case of Maharashtra may not be true in case of Goa. Goa, the Congress has a stronger base. Maharashtra, of course, has a stronger base. But Goa, being a small state, we are much stronger in Goa, except for these instances which have happened, unfortunate instances which happened last time. But people of Goa love Congress. And that's why we thought that what is the point when we have a clear mandate which is emerging? Where is the necessity of going in for alliances? And that's why I feel that we didn't go in for any alliance except for the this Goa Forward party which we went along.
Yeah.
But generally I think that overview was that we should go along. We need not go in for a lot of seat sharing with other smaller parties. Where we can emerge stronger in Goa. That's what the general feeling was.
Yeah. Last time there was a meeting of Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah here in Goa. And in that, during his speech in the meeting, he criticized that for Gandhi family, Goa is merely a holiday destination. They don't have anything to do with Goa otherwise. How do you react to this?
See, I think this is an insult to the people of Goa who have voted the Congress continuously to power before this BJP came into existence. The association of the people of Goa and the Congress is a long-standing association, right from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru till Indira Ji Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi. Goa has been the pride of India, a tourist destination of India, and the most important state for the Congress also. It's a very important state for the Congress. So this type of allegations are a mere, you can call it a political stunt, as you can say, that they cannot level any other charges, then say that Goa is only a holiday destination. Goa should be a stronger holiday destination, tourist destination, which they have spoiled. In fact, not only the Gandhis, it is for the entire country, not only country, internationally, Goa is known to be a holiday destination, a tourist destination, and a mining area for mining. All these areas, Goa is a rich state, people from all over the world come here, and you see that the number of flights which are coming to Goa on a daily basis. So Goa has got its own importance. These people in the last 5 years have let down Goa. They have a central government, they have a state which they had a state government. In spite of that, they have ruined Goa in terms of mining, in terms of tourism, in terms of employment, in terms of the smaller hotel owners, in terms of the rickshaw people, in terms of taxi people. So generally they have let down Goa. The promises were never adhered to, and that is why for them it may be just a holiday destination. For us, we mean administration in Goa. We mean our government should be in Goa, and our government should run efficiently to keep the promises which have been kept in our manifesto.
See, besides Goa, there are elections happening in the other 4 states. So how do you assess the overall situation in those states as well as in Goa? How do you compare it?
I think Goa is definitely doing better. I would like to comment on other states because I have not been there. I have been assigned responsibility since Maharashtra happens to be closest to Goa. I have been told to come to Goa. But I think with the kind of effort which our leadership has taken in Uttar Pradesh, you can say, in Goa, you can say, in other states also, I think we are doing quite well. It depends upon the people, but I think Goa definitely has an edge over the opposition. We have a very strong chance of winning in Goa.
Do you think you will get an absolute majority this time, or you might need an alliance with other parties, like there are new parties like TMC or MGP? In case if such a kind of situation arises, would you have an alliance with them?
As I've already said, that these people of Goa, I request them, I pray to them, is that smaller parties like TMC or the your Aam Aadmi Party, they just want to make an initial beginning in Goa. They know that they cannot form the government, but somebody wants to be recognized as a national party. Some people want to have 1 or 2 MLAs just to show that they are emerging in Goa. So their total focus is on emerging as a new party coming up in Goa. Whereas my request to the people of Goa is that helping these smaller parties is going to weaken the administration in Goa. Let us not vote for these parties who are going to be spoilers in the entire thing. We have already seen what happens. Last 5 years of BJP misrule, we have experienced how things have gone from bad to worst. So to see that Goa progresses properly, we need a stable government, and to have a stable government, we should have a strong a large number of people being elected, absolute majority, so that Congress need not depend on anybody to form the government, is what we desire. These people are here only for making a presence, but they will be spoilers ultimately. So there is no point in helping the TMC or the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yeah. You mentioned, we were talking about earlier, you mentioned about mining. Mining was one of the, major backbone of the economy here. Yes. Now mining is not on. Yeah. Now government has couple of options. One is either to form a corporation, or secondly is to lease. These are the 2 options the court has offered. Still the matter is sub judice. Mine owners, the leaseholders are trying to fight tooth and nail to retain their leases. If you come to the power, what would be your direct stand on this?
See, whatever you have just mentioned, please tell me, was there a political will of the this present BJP government to take any positive steps to restart mining in Goa? Tell me, the entire economy, we have around 3 lakh people who are working on the mining sector, workers, laborers, a lot of people with the daily bread and butter they earn from mining, number 1. The state revenues, which was almost in 2011-12, if I am not mistaken, around 950 crores was the revenue being generated from mining. Today it has come down to 6 crores. Such has been the drastic decline since closure of mining. Illegal mining was being carried out. Licenses have never been renewed for whatever reasons, they know best.
But your opponents say maximum illegal mining was going on during tenure of your government.
I wouldn't say that. My sincere, if the BJP was sincere, see, they have been getting things done. they've tried to resolve the hardest issues through the courts. Whatever, I'm not blaming anybody, but am I saying that if they could do in mining, why didn't they do it for mining? In mining, if Goa could have reopened, I think you could save a large number of jobs. You could generate, the state is passing through a difficult financial position. A debt of around 20,000 crores is what Goa is facing today. With this kind of situation, I feel if mining would have been restarted, there would have been livelihood for a large number of workers who are working there. Revenues of the state would have generated would have been about 1,000 crores or something more than that. And moreover, this would have been helpful for Goa for generating a lot of resources which could be used for development of Goa.
You have been at the helm of one of the richest and one of the largest states, Maharashtra. You have been the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Goa is a very small state compared to Maharashtra. Goa has its own unique problems, and the largest sector that offers job is government sector today.
Yes.
There are not too many industries. Now, what could be your vision? Like looking at both, like Maharashtra, when you look at Maharashtra, the problems and your gamut would be very wide. But when it comes to Goa, what could be your vision for Goa?
You see, you have seen, you have experienced, there is a potential to some extent for offering government jobs. I wouldn't say that government sector is the only sector where employment could be created, but definitely a clean administration, a transparent administration, proper selection of process in the government. You have seen that in the earliest, in this BJP regime, the ministers' personal assistants, the minister's staff, they get selected immediately, whereas a large number of people depending on government employment could not. There have been scandals of regarding employment. The governor of the state, the Lok Ayukta of the state have made very clear statements about how things have been mismanaged. A lot of corruption is in the state, is what the governor and Lok Ayukta have pointed. Their own Lok Ayukta was appointed by the BJP regime. So, proper and a transparent system of employment in the government sector is one area. Secondly, self-employment. Now, we have got, Goa is a tourist attraction. So much of, we are seeing the large number of hotel industry is the biggest in Goa. Yes. But they have ruined it in the last 5 years. They have done nothing for that. In times of COVID and in the time of GST, when GST initial periods, definitely it is not still workable. But GST has been totally mishandled. The Notebandi issue, which was brought in by the central government immediately, that too has spoiled the chances of the revival of business. So all this, and COVID after that. So these 2-3 issues combined together have created a big problem for a small state like Goa. So a revival of this industry as such would bring a large number of self-employment, hotels, these taxi drivers, their bread and butter is from tourists who are coming here. If you see the number of tourists coming, it has been declining constantly. So I think a lot of confidence has to be developed. I think the new Congress government, when it comes to power, definitely we will see that all these areas where
सरकार जब से बनी है 2015 से 7 साल हो गए। 7 साल में हमने ढेर सारे काम किए, शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में, स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में, बिजली, पानी, कई क्षेत्रों के अंदर हमने काम किए। और वो सारे काम आज देश में भी चारों तरफ उसकी चर्चा हो रही है, दुनिया में भी चारों तरफ उसकी चर्चा हो रही है। और मैं समझता हूं कि आज ये जो काम होने जा रहा है, ये भी मैं समझता हूं कि शायद मुझे बताया गया कि दिल्ली